Hello everybody. Today we'll be discussing the Awareness Educator, specifically our training library. I'm going to show you how to navigate the training library as well as how to create some of the learning paths to create larger training packages and how to preview these trainings as well. Let's begin. To get to the Awareness Educator and specifically the training library, we scroll down from our dashboard page on this menu on the left side of the screen till we hit Awareness Educator. We click that and click Training Library. That'll bring us to our training library page here, where we can see all the different training materials that you can utilize for your cybersecurity training. We have a couple different tabs that we could click on here. We have all of our materials, which is going to filter in all of our SCORM compliant training, any of our posters or infographics or screensavers as well, under all types here. Under most popular, we'll be able to see the trainings that we have launched the most to our end users. This will categorize it as our most popular training. Under favorites, we can see any trainings from our training library that we have marked under more actions here as one of our favorites. And if we come up here to favorites, we'll now be able to see that training located underneath our favorites tab. And then Created by You will host any trainings that you have uploaded into the platform by clicking upload here. This will be a combination of all types of training that we could filter. So if we've created any learning paths, uploaded any SCORM training, or any infographics or posters or screensavers, those will populate under here in the Created by You menu. We have a couple of different types of training material that we can utilize. We have our learning paths, which are going to be a combination of our bite-sized trainings from our different content place providers. We have those trainings from our content marketplace providers. That's going to be AwareGo, Ningio, Goldfish, and Wiser, just to name a few. And then we have posters and infographics, as well as our screensavers. And we can preview any of these as well. For example, if we wanted to preview one of our screensavers, we can come under Actions here and view that screensaver. And this works for any of our other types of training as well. So if we wanted to preview a poster, we can come in here under Preview, under Actions, and preview our posters as well. To search our training list library, we can utilize any of these filter controls up here to filter for any SCORM compliant trainings, any posters, infographics, or screensavers, as well as learning paths. Some of our filter controls are going to include the type of training we're filtering for, any behaviors, any categories, languages, who created the training, whether that's going to be you or any of our content providers, the target audience that fits this training, as well as the compliance that it may follow. If we go to more actions here, we can send that training, get add it to our favorites, edit the training, make a duplicate copy to edit that copy, and delete the training. If we want to send any of our single content training, any of our infographics or posters, we just go back under the More Actions menu and click Send for the relative training type. We'll go ahead and create an enrollment name. And for training delivery for your LMS, if you choose to upload any of our trainings into your own LMS platform, you can select this feature and then fill out the following fields, and then click Save and Download to download a zip file of this SCORM package to upload into your own LMS. Select the content languages if we have a multi-language training that we're launching. And under SMS notification, we can also choose to send our training enrollments via text message instead of via email. Please keep in mind, if you do utilize this feature, you will have to select the phone number that the end user will see when receiving the notification, and you have to make sure that all of your target users have a phone number associated with their target user account. For scheduling, we could send this training now, or we could send it at a later date and time. For training reminders, we could send those reminders to go out any number of days, weeks, or months. and we can have that end when the user completes the training, when the user completes the quiz, after a number of occurrences, or on a specific date. We could choose to award a certificate. Our certificates are customizable as well, so if you want to create a custom certificate to reward after the user completes the training, you have the ability to do so. And then we can also auto-enroll new users that are added to our target groups as well. And we could choose for those users to be enrolled the same day that they're added to the target group, the next day, or within the next specific days or number of days. We can mark this enrollment as a test if we're doing any in-house testing, and we'll go ahead and click next. We'll select our target user group that we want to launch this out to, and then we'll go ahead and click next. And then finally, this is going to be a summary page highlighting all the settings that we've selected along the way. We could also preview this training as well, and we'll go ahead and click launch. And now that we've launched that training, our enrollment will populate here under enrollments, where we can see our current enrollments and our past enrollments. The last thing that we'll cover here is going to be our learning paths. If we want to create a new learning path, we'll come up here under training library content, click new, and we'll click learning path. We also have the option to upload your own SCORM compliant trainings, any posters, infographics, or screensavers. If we want to create any of the following, we'll have to enter in this information here. Enter in our description. We'll select the category that this training will fall under. We're going to do, let's do removable data. And then we can choose to categorize the compliance that this training would fall under, as well as the behavior. And then we can choose the target audience that this training will be applicable for. And then we can add any tags as well. We can also choose to upload a cover image for our training as well to make it easily recognizable. And for our MSSP and resellers, we also have the option to make this training medium available for either just our company or any companies underneath our master tenant space. Click next. Now we're going to select the materials that we're going to utilize for our learning paths. We do not have a limit as far as how many of these trainings we could pull together to create a full learning package. And we can also utilize different mediums as well. So if you want to pull in all SCORM packages or a few SCORM packages and a poster, or vice versa, or an infograph as well, you can mix and match any of these you'd like. We also have the same filter controls as before, so we can come in here and say for the category, we'll do removable media. And for the type, we'll filter for SCORM and poster. And now we have all of the trainings that match this filter criteria. We'll go ahead and pull in this acceptable use training. We'll break it up with a poster, and then we'll add another training as well, follow up with another training, and then finish it off with a poster. And once we've pulled in the different trainings that we want to utilize, we have the option to move these around as well. So if you want one piece of training content to launch before the other piece of training content, we can change the order here. And once this looks good, we can go ahead and click save. Now you can see under our learning paths, we have created our newest learning path. And if we want to launch this, we once again go under more actions and click send learning paths. We can also go back and edit this as well, or duplicate it if we want to make a copy and make changes to that copy. Some final things to note on our training library page: we have the option to refresh this page. We could download a list of the trainings that we have to offer, and we also have the option to choose what table settings we want to pull in. So if we want to change anything within here, we can go ahead and choose what tables we're pulling in. This concludes our Awareness Educator training library video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.